Sure. Jonathan Rowe, Chief Marketing Officer at nCino.
And what is nCino?
So nCino is the worldwide leader in cloud banking. So we are truly transforming financial services to make financial institutions and bankers more efficient and ultimately create a better experience for consumers and businesses.
So how do you do that?
We do that through our bank operating system platform, which solves for loan origination, deposit account opening, underwriting, onboarding, so many parts that are generally very inefficient within financial institutions, and nCino is solving for and making much more efficient.
So you're able to build this from scratch on how it should be built, and then you're then offering that out to who are your customers when you're serving this out?
So we have over 220 customers today across the world. We're very proud to have 12 of the top 25 banks in the U.S. So Santander, TD Bank, Connect One Bank, Bank of the West, a lot of both community, regional, and enterprise level global banks are existing nCino customers.
So instead of these banks having to build these processes or abilities within their company, they can come to you, and this is what you specialize in.
Absolutely.
What are I guess what's the background of the company? How long has it been around for?
So nCino's been around for almost 7 years now. We have almost 600 employees, and our headquarters is in Wilmington, North Carolina, but we also have offices now in London, Sydney, and Toronto. And I think one of the amazing things about nCino is not only our software that truly enables banks to be more efficient, effective, and serve their customers better, but we've built a fantastic company, and we've won a lot of great accolades for our culture and really our focus on making the experience for consumers and bankers better in financial services.
That's fantastic. And I guess we're here today at one of the headquarters here in New York. And what's the event happening? There's 100 Amazon employees next door. What brought you out to this office?
Yeah, as you can tell, we're very passionate about transforming financial services, and our relationship with AWS and Amazon is a key part of that. And so we're really thrilled to be here today to continue that relationship and further build that relationship by educating everyone on Amazon and AWS how we're using the technology and truly how together we can transform the industry.
And so then these people in the room are taking this understanding what you're building, what you're doing,
Yep.
and then they can then kind of talk to other customers and spread the message about what you're able to provide in the financial world.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's really two parts because AWS and Amazon has great relationships with financial institutions. So I think it's fantastic for nCino to be part of those conversations. And secondarily, or as importantly, I should say, the technology piece. We want to continue to adopt and use AWS as you guys continue to innovate. And so being here today gives us access to work with the technology and technologists behind AWS.
And what does the name nCino mean?
So nCino is actually Spanish for live oak. It's spelled a little differently. So nCino in Spanish is E-N-C-I-N-O. But when we started the company, it's a town called nCino. So we want to be unique, like a lot of companies are, and we dropped the E. So we're N-C-I-N-O, nCino.
It's really great to hear about all the large companies who are able to take advantage of your services and build a better customer experience for their customers,
Yep.
And how you're basically impacting banks around the world. That's
Yeah.
fantastic to hear. I'm curious to know, I mean, you have a massive team at your company. So how big is the company today? It's
600 employees.
And what percentage of that is engineering?
Almost 30%. So we invest a lot into R&D. So I think like a lot of software companies, it's about the speed, the innovation, and truly reputation. And so we're trying to continue to build and innovate. And the product we started with 7 years ago, the product we have today is much bigger and much more robust. So we want to continue to develop and continue to build. So about 30%.
And so why do you build on AWS in that environment?
So a lot of reasons, right? So standard AWS services, we leverage SageMaker, we leverage Lex, because really what we want to do, we want to eliminate bankers having to key in data. We literally want them to be able to use voice, use other commands to access information. We want to be proactive rather than reactive, so use machine learning, enabling intelligent automation. So instead of a banker having to react to something that's happened, we want the system to proactively prompt them before things happen.
I mean, it's really cool that your company is able to take advantage of all these new services as soon as they come out from AWS. You're able to package them up and you can deploy them. And so these companies around the globe are able to tap into that same technology because you're making it approachable for them.
Absolutely.
Like you're taking the complexity out of how to apply machine learning within your bank.
Yep.
And that's incredible. If somebody wants to learn more about nCino, where do they go?
So the best place to go is probably nCino.com. So nCino.com is probably a great place to get a lot of information. Obviously within AWS we're building relationships, and so there's probably through a lot of the ISV folks and partnerships, but our relationship with AWS is critical to us because I think together we truly feel we want to make banks better and we want to make the customer and business experience with financial institutions digital and seamless.
As a bank customer, thank you very much. I appreciate the work that you all are doing. And thank you for taking the time chatting with us.
Appreciate it.